Today we have Ivanka, or
Hi.
Ivan. Ivan, is it Chan?
Yeah, Chin.
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 Oh, Chin, Ivan.
Chin.
Chin. It's the Christmas season.
Yeah.
Are you gonna dress yourself up as a Christmas present?
Yeah, probably like a what do you call that? The Santorina?
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about our self-confidence and beauty. I want to start with asking you to introduce yourself. So let's get some name, nationality, occupation, and 3 adjectives that best explain you.
Oh, that's nice. My name is Ivan, also known as Ivanka. That's like my alter ego. I'm Malaysian, all the way. I'm from a small town called Ipoh. I don't know if you know. We're very famous for bean sprouts.
And salted chicken. Ipoh salted chicken.
And pretty girls.
Yeah.
It's complicated. Consulting, I guess, in general.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm unique. I have a strong point of view. Genuine.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. 3 adjectives, more like 6. Yes. Okay, and how do we know each other?
Yeah, so we're just talking about it. We go to a CrossFit box in Quarry Bay, Hong Kong. At the point of time, I had long hair. And Miss Dylan here had long hair too.
Long, lush locks.
So like, you know how gay guys, we would like, you know, try to suss each other out. We're not gonna like, you know, be too friendly or anything. But so in our box, we have this thing where we would introduce ourselves, and then we would say where we're from, and there would be a question of the day, right? And then Dylan was like, "I'm Dylan, Malaysia," and I'm like, "Oh." Then yeah, next thing you know, we became friends and we become squad buddies.
Yes, with our hair tied up in nice little buns together. So we were going to talk today about your current skin journey.
Yes.
And your self-confidence and internal beauty as well as external beauty.
Okay, so
Pandora's box. So, what do you think it means to be considered attractive
in a gay's world?
Yeah.
There's a certain stereotype or certain look that people go after. So you have to be masked, you have to be chiseled, you have to have a nice body, and yeah, I think in general, that's the type that everyone wants to go for in the gay community. And then I think your second question was, do I believe in that, right? Or something like that.
Well, yeah, I would love to know if you do. What is your opinion on it?
I don't. I mean, I feel like everyone is different, and I feel that you need to own who you really are, and you need to, number one, love yourself first, and then, because when you love yourself in a way where you're different than other people, then you can do the same for other people, right? I mean, then you can like someone else, right? But I don't think, especially in Asia, people are like that. They're all very focused on that specific type.
Yeah. I think that a lot of people hide behind, because to be comfortable and love yourself means to really embrace who you are, your sexuality, everything that goes or is entailed with that, and that a lot of people here aren't prepared to take that part. You know? As in Asia, it's very much still closeted. I think that a lot of people hide behind looks. You know, you never need to go deeper than the skin. And that's, I think, the biggest struggle with Hong Kong, and why all gays in Hong Kong say the same thing. You'll never find somebody in Hong Kong. Right? I mean, it's a little bit of a hyperbole.
We've all said that, haven't we?
But we, like, everyone I've known has been like, I will never find somebody here. It's impossible. Why? Because it's so superficial.
Exactly.
I think, like people expect you to look a certain way and act a certain way, right? And unless you do, then you're not really into a group, you know? And I think I'm quite cliquey, right? Especially in Hong Kong, there's a lot of cliques, groups.
I still think
clique or click.
Cliques.
What do you call it?
click.
Yeah.
They feel love if they look a certain way. So I feel like that's why everyone gravitates towards that. Which is such a sad thing.
No, it's so tragic. It really is.
Right?
I mean, I've always said, like, looking a certain way is great if you're looking to just, you know, be intimate physically with somebody for a night, but if you're looking for a relationship, everyone knows that it has to be more than just that. Right? And that substance is key. You know, personality.
When I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, yo, who's that?
Who is this girl I see?
You're such a beautiful boy.
Oh, thank you. Shakira, is that you?
Mariah Carey? Mariah, is she in the house?
Okay, so next question. What has been your biggest struggle with self-love and beauty?
Oh, it's my constant struggle. So I have eczema and I've been struggling that my whole life. And I think in the beginning of the year, I had really bad breakouts all the time.
Yeah.
And I've been doing, it comes, there's a lot of triggers for it, like stress, seafood and everything. But I think the biggest thing is really my mental health and stress, and also my gut health. I think that was the key thing. And I think this year I did like vegan and I did CrossFit and everything, and I've learned to be more attuned with my body. Which I think is it has helped me through that. I forgot
I'm
what
so proud of you. What was your biggest struggle with self-love?
So I
it
think
was the eczema, you think? Or does it go deeper?
it's
deeper
definitely
than the
deeper, but the eczema was definitely a trigger or an accelerator for how I see myself, because when I have breakouts, I just don't feel like meeting anybody because I feel like the ugliest thing on earth, and I'm constantly in pain, I'm constantly itching, and it's just very difficult for me to have that confidence to meet people and so on.
Yeah, and I think the stress almost compiles, right?
Yeah.
Like you can only imagine as your face is breaking out. I had acne, which is not even comparable.
Yeah.
Right? Eczema is much more difficult to handle.
Yeah.
But like when you have a breakout, you stress about it,
Yeah.
you can't sleep, and then it just creates a cycle of constant.
Yeah.
So at what point were you like, stop? And how did you get there? Was it gradual? Was it a changing point? Was it, okay, I'm doing fitness, I'm feeling better about my body, I want to change my gut health?
I think the pivotal moment for me was when I quit my job the last time. I had this new job which is a little bit more balanced, so then I have more mental capacity to deal with these issues, because like I'm a stress eater, so I think one of the things is that I put a lot of junk in my food, right? I eat whatever I want, right? And I think that the reason why your skin reacts this way is because your gut does not process the toxin as well, right? So then I really explored into that, and then I tried vegan, and I feel that there's a major improvement, even though I hate doing vegan and I crave for fried chicken all the time. And with CrossFit is how I view myself, my body, because I used to get very allergic to my sweat, where the toxin comes out is through your skin, so it really aggravates me. But if you do CrossFit regularly, like the toxin just keeps coming out.
Yeah.
I don't think it's where I want to be at, but I think it's a gradual process.
Part of the journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite inspiring.
No, absolutely. And I mean, you look great. Not that you didn't look great before, but like just, we both think that you have one of the most beautiful souls. Like, we really love your soul.
Thank you.
Right? And it's like, I knew that from you before, but like, you were very upset with your skin and it was very visible. You get sweaty and like aggravated by it, I remember, right? And like now you can see that radiating happiness that you've always had, and it's like showering through, So I just love seeing that.
Thank you.
More than anything else, yeah. So that was the end of my list of questions. Do you have anything you want to say?
No, thank you. That was very nice, and it was very
Cathartic?
Yeah, it was to actually talk about it, and I think that there will be a lot of people who actually go through what I'm going through, and I hope that my story helped a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Thank you for sharing.
Let me ask a question to both of you. What is that one thing that he does, or whatever, that always puts a smile on your face?
Oh, that's such a cute question. Oh.
You start.
Well, okay. Well, there's one that comes to mind right away. I mean, I think every day he does something that makes me smile. Okay, but I think that there was this little like cute thing with this face. Something he does with his face.
Which is? Can you do it?
No,
Which
there's like quite a few of them. Yeah, so it's like
What?
like it's like
what? What? That? I thought it was gonna be something sweet.
faces.
Yeah.
Not making you laugh, making you smile, like you know that's
it
like
does.
what?
Yeah, like it does.
Warms his heart.
Yeah, no,
Really?
yeah, no, it does. No, it's funny because I always say it always warms my heart when he does that, right? But it's context as well. Like he does it when like if something happens, whether it's good or something, like he does that face, right? So it kind of complements it and makes it better, and so then warms my heart when he does that.
Oh, that's so sweet, but I don't get it. But yeah, it's really sweet.
Yeah.
What about you, though, Lily?
So every time that I go to pick him up, because I pick him up almost every day. I drop him off at work and I pick him up when I have time. Is like every time like he finds me, like every time he walks, like he gets all like his eyes get really big.
Aww.
And like he's like runs over to me.
Like a puppy?
Yeah. Like a puppy. He's like just his master is returned home. He's like,
Oh, you're the master.
Okay. It's not good. I can about her. Okay.
That's really sweet.
Yeah.
I'm a
So
sucker for this kind of story.
yeah. So that's great. And he also gives really good hugs.
Aww.
Yeah. So when I'm feeling bad, he always hugs me and I feel better.
What is that one thing one attribute or one trait that you really admire about one another?
Well, I know what those answers should be. Do you want to boil some water? I'm getting thirsty.
Flavor.
Cameroonian bow tea? It's a Malaysian tea. That's why I brought it, because we're Malaysian. Malaysia.
Truly Asia.
Cameroonian tea. They're probably Muslim and homophobic, but we support you.
We're giving them free product placement.
In our 82 views. You know us. Okay, so what is the trait I respect most?
Trait characteristics, that one ultimate one.
I think that for me, it's his level of ambition. Right. I really respect his ambition. Not in the sense that he wants to make a lot of money, although it's not about that, right? It's the ambition to be able to support a family, to support his existing family, to reach his own self-set targets, right? And to, for example, provide the best service he can for his clients.
Patience.
To me, and I admire that. There's a lot of things I love about him, but for admiration, that's probably my biggest point.
Well, I really admire that about. I think. Honestly, I think it's how forgiving you are as a person.
Does he have to forgive you a lot?
Well, like I'm very
Apologize.
he's a very open, very nice, kind, and forgiving attitude towards a lot of people, right? And for my part, I know I'm very difficult to be with.
Are you?
I really am. That's why I don't really date much, and the people I do date don't go very long. I'm gonna date people, but then because I really do have extremely high expectations. I have a very high expectation for my partner because I have a very high expectation of myself, right? So I demand a lot, and I don't really tolerate a lot of
Deviation.
I wouldn't say failures, but if I say that you're not trying, right, when you should be trying, then it's like I'm not happy, right? And I always say the analogy, it's like me and that person walking on the same path, side by side, holding hands, right? I don't want to be the one walking in front of you and you're behind me, right? Because then we're not equals, and then to me it should be the same level, right? And it's like so I was very harsh on him, but he always turns it around and does better. He takes it as constructive criticism to maybe improve himself if he feels like that he should, right?
Can you give us an example?
Oh, sure.
I feel like you're holding him to a very high standard, which is your standard.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Right?
Do you
I'm
think?
okay with it. That's the thing, right?
I mean, like the other thing is like because he's established first that everything should be like equal and like. So I guess back to your question, right? He's very open to that. He's very forgiving of my temper, of when I'm upset, right? And he like changes it into something that is better.
Oh my god, we're doing
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for the
Enjoy the journey.
Enjoy the journey.
Enjoy the journey.